When we look back on it, September 2021 might be the perfect time capsule for understanding the trajectory of abortion rights in the United States. Less than a week after the United States Supreme Court all but overturned the federal right to abortion, the Mexico Supreme Court took a step in the opposite direction, ruling that criminalizing the procedure violates the country's constitution. And that split screen was fitting, because over the past decades, movement on abortion laws worldwide has been almost uniformly towards liberalization. One of the most recent examples was Ireland's 2018 referendum. More than 2/3 of this overwhelmingly Catholic country voted to legalize regulated abortion. Argentina, another staunchly Catholic nation, and the home of Pope Francis, followed suit in 2020. At the same time, the United States has been steadily marching the other direction. And while that erosion didn't happen overnight, it's the result of an energized and organized movement and decades of groundwork in both the legal and political realms. It is now on the brink of making at least parts of the US the most restrictive when it comes to abortion laws in the entire industrialized world. When the Supreme Court declined to block Texas's law, essentially ending abortion in the state, banning it at 6 weeks gestation before almost anyone would even know they're pregnant, and placing literal bounties on the heads of providers or anyone who assisted a woman, even a driver, it was, rightly, perceived as, for all intents and purposes, an overturning of Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey, the two landmark rulings that enshrined legal abortion as a constitutional right. But it's the court's decision to take up a different law, from Mississippi, that may ultimately make it official. The Mississippi law, passed in 2018, bans abortion after 15 weeks gestation, and crucially, makes no exception for rape or incest, only allowing exceptions in the cases of a medical emergency or severe fetal abnormality. For context, the lack of exceptions here would make the law more restrictive than the likes of Hungary, which has become a haven and kind of model for many American social conservatives in recent years. So basically, even if the court ultimately blocked Texas's law, if it upholds Mississippi's, which experts agree is the most likely outcome and would probably come in June 2022, it would virtually guarantee that most red states will now have a grimmer outlook for abortion access than virtually any other industrialized country, with the main exception of Poland. Now, in terms of perspective, nearly 90% of abortions in the United States occur in the first 12 weeks of pregnancy. So even under Mississippi-type laws, the vast majority of abortions are ostensibly untouched. But, of course, the one thing those on both sides of this debate agree on: this is not the ultimate endgame of those laws. And until that endgame is reached, or its advocates no longer control the highest court in the land, we can only expect ever more restrictive Mississippis and Texases in the years to come.